Now time to get to Dr. Okoha. First and foremost, I'd like to hear your impression, when the announcement was made first. How did you feel about it? What are your thoughts about this tariff?
Well, thank you very much. I want to start by saying that this was not unexpected. The whole world ought to have been prepared for this kind of shocker, knowing the promises that Trump made to his people before assuming the office. That's pre-election. And his America First ideology, the concept, is being implemented. So it's not a shocker. The second thing that came to my mind is that in his own way, he's being patriotic. And to many Americans, he's also being patriotic. In the sense that he also wants to dig into that America First policy. Getting more for America. Even though this, concept of tariff, technically, for some of us in trade, we know that it works like a two-headed snake. The third thing that came to my mind is that, look, well, many countries have also used this before. My own country, Nigeria, has used something like this. It may not have been tariff, but a kind of non-tariff destabilization. I'm sure you know that for close to 2 years, Nigeria closed her borders against other West African countries. No consultation, nothing, not following the rules, the ECOWAS rules. Some of us supported, actually, that you needed something like this, but you needed to also go within, along the processes enshrined within the ECOWAS protocol. And that was not done. And, well, government at that time, government of Nigeria, that slammed that border closure, told us that it did it for Nigeria first. And this is exactly what Trump is doing. Even though it also backfired on us. Because investments were lost. Whose investments? Nigeria's own investments. In trade, in transportation, in the banking sector, financial sector, and all of that. Investments were lost. Today, where is the report? Who tells us what happened? What were the implications? What are the consequences? We do not know. So, it's not alien. Number 4, rather, is that tariff is allowed even at the multilateral level where all of us belong, at the WTO. And one of the rules of the WTO says that you can use this as an instrument to regulate your economy. Yes. It's allowed. You can also use it in another frame to regulate investments. Some countries use it to bring in investors who are hitherto exporting into their country. And then they will tell you, okay, we want you right now to relocate and come in here so that you don't meet tariff again. But I'm looking at how prepared we are. Did we not envisage this? Within the context of all that we have been signing and where we belong and all the things that have been going on at the multilateral level, did we not envisage this? While we are negotiating AFCFTA and all of that, did we not envisage that this will come at a time? And then if we did, how prepared are we? And of course, Trump has said, now, come on, I slap you, you wake up. And then suddenly he says, okay, pipe blow. For you, I'm not targeting you, but are we going to sleep? Good enough. During the introductory, remarks, the federal government has set up
a committee.
Okay. Thumbs up. But that's a bit late. Thumbs up. But that's a bit late. Number one, we ought to have had surveillance, economic surveillance, tilted towards trade by now. 2, we ought to have had buffer that will protect our non-oil exports, which has for some time now been on a kind of gradual increase. Courtesy of AGOA, the African Growth and Opportunity Act. For over 25 years, we also need to ask ourselves, what have we as a country gained? AGOA provided and provides free duty, tariff-free exports. How prepared have we been? What have we gained? Is it now that tariff, 14% tariff or 10% was announced, that everybody now starts hustling up and down? What have you been doing for 25 years, I ask? Let me shock you. Ethiopia, as a country, has been under ban on AGOA since 2020 because of human rights related issues. Of course, you and I know. America said no. Under human rights processes, you are therefore banned, excluded from AGOA. But Ethiopia sat up. They foresaw what was coming up. And they looked at the sector that will give them what they want. And that sector is textile and apparel. You know, Ethiopia now started preparing, even before the coming of Trump. And they targeted 27% of, that they're going to get the 27% of all AGOA on textiles. And they've been doing that. So they are under tariff. We are not under tariff. We are tariff-free. But they have planned this. As I speak to you today, Kenya, Lesotho, Madagascar, I'm mentioning all of these countries. Go and check your records. Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco, Ghana, and Ethiopia. These are countries, 8 of them have had these committee set up at technical level, at steering high level, meeting on the consequences of this tariff. Just 2 days, some of them 2 days after the tariff was announced. Where have we been? What have we done? I know the beauty of what all of these things also present is to show us our vulnerability. You don't have a national carrier that will move your goods straight. I move my goods today to the United States. It will go through Ethiopian airline and it will slip over in Addis Ababa. When they like, they will send it. If this is perishable items, of course, non-oil, majority of them are agro-based. And I can mention cashew. These are non-oil exports that have been doing well over time now. Lead product. You have, some of these processed food items that Nigerian women are now doing, and the markets are doing well over there. So these items are vulnerable. Their shelf lives are very low. Short. And so, for Ethiopia, for South Africa, for Egypt, for Morocco, for Tunisia, all of these countries, Kenya, they have national carriers that will move the export immediately, cargo straight. Under that one day, 24 hours, their goods are there.
Okay.
Well,
all right.